Tady zdravím. Jestli se nemýlím, v této hře je na mě zase vypsaná odměna. Takže si to půjde, necháme se pak chytit. Nějak se pustíme do těch vedlejšáků, co to jsou. Nemám důvod s vámi bojovat, hoši. Vidím, že je nízká kvalita internetu, ale snad to vydrží. Dneska žel hraju o hodinu dřív. Takže jak už jsem u toho předtím zmiňoval. Dneska jdu s Káťou do kina, takže... bych neměl čas na to hrát zaraz. To kino začíná v 10 něco. A ještě předtím musím jít se psem. Takže že jo, dneska fakt jako kraťoučko. Nebo spíš takhle, brzo. Máte potýl, nope. Díky, jo. Zajímavé. Si snad myslí. Tohle se asi bude sbírat do nějakého questu. No, budeme to sbírat. Ale maso, co vyšlo. Troll vyšel a zůstal stát. Jak obrazovku mám osvícenou, takže pořádně nevidím, co se v tmavých koutech děje. Takže že vrázím do předmětů a tak, tomu se nedivte. Wolfino! Ještě, že mám minimap. Světlo. To je dobrý raid. To bude asi součást nějakého fakt raidu. Kdy na konci třeba bude nějaký šéf nebo tak, nebo něco vyzvednout. Skryté dveře, jo. A nic zajímavého. Dobrý, je to vybité, příště to bude snazší. Vlastně tu nemám výdrž. Se těším, až někdo dorazí na stream a vyprávím o tom výletu. Ale zkrátce výlet se hodně poved. Těch 28 kiláků jsme našli. Za celý den. Dobré ráno. Jinak náš pes má momentálně z přírody stavy. Protože šel a narazil na slepýše, který se nehýbal, dokud se k němu moc nepřiblížil. Takže náš pes se strašně vyděsil a... Tu je těch trlů hodně. S trly se mi moc bojovat nechce. Tady byl questík.
You're a welcome sight. A minute more and I'd be joining our friends on the hill here. Thanks for the assistance. I just figured everyone out here in the Forsaken Plain was either a refugee or one of the freemen. Looks like I was wrong. I don't mind it as much as most, but I was raised in Detir, so I can handle it.
Sranda, že na slepíše jsme narazili celkem dvakrát, ale po druhé jsem si ho všiml dřív, tak jsem ho vyplašil, aby pes z něho neměl trauma a stejně když ho viděl, tak nastrakoval. Abych dokončil pointu po tom, co ten slepíš Conana vyděsil, tak ve chvíli, kdy se cokoliv pohlo nebo tak Conánek skákal malým půl metru vysoko a Když se posunul někde kamínek, pro něj to byla známka toho, že tam je nepřítel a byl prostě úplně strašitel. Čím chci říct, náš pes je prostě srágora. Škoda, jsem ho v tu chvíli nefotil. Nebo netočil.
The Tuatha have put our possessions to the flame, but we will never accept defeat. Not so long as leaders like Lord Crass and Elrod Edmund act as our standard bearers. Actually, I'm a bit ashamed to say. I'm searching for a grave, but not just any grave. The last resting place of Azo Raymond, richest of the toiling merchants. They say he died early in the march west, claimed by the Forsaken Plain. Rumor has it he's buried with the famous rings of Azo. I could live a year on those. I'm glad to hear it. There's plenty of ground to cover between here and Rathir to the north, and another pair of eyes will be a huge advantage. Most of the graves are along the refugee route, usually surrounded by crude markings or gestures left by loved ones. It's a pity they couldn't do more. I heard Azo profited greatly from the war in the east, but that he was forced from his home when the Tuatha plundered Erethel. He moved west with the refugees. But the Forsaken Plain is no place for fat, wealthy merchants. They say he died quickly, with not a soul to mourn him. If I knew, I wouldn't be hiking all over this hill, reading names on worn gravestones. With my luck, it's on the other side of the Forsaken Plain. Bye.
Aha, tady je ten hrob. Aha. Jeden z nich to bude prostě. Tady ten nahoře to určitě nebude. Zombička. Tohle bude taky rejdovací místo, ne? Nebo nějaké questovací. Minimálně questovací, jo, ale... Kostík to je.
Help us! I miss the sun, the skies, the birds. You'll never appreciate. I knew I shouldn't have followed Naira. She's always right.
I knew someone would come. They all said we were as good as dead, but I held out hope. I don't know why. Never had any reason to hope before. So what's your story? Grave robber? Treasure hunter? Or like us, a refugee in search of shelter? The name fits. We didn't have an easy life when we farmed the fields below Kulm. But it was nothing like this. If the bandits don't get you, the starvation will. She's from the camp on the hill leading into a mare. She's a liar and a thief. twice I've caught her sneaking into our tents to steal food. Worse than a boggart. Omer Vogard was Kuln's primary hunter, but it wasn't long after the Tuatha attacked that his hands gave out. Now he can't even hold a bow without shaking. I took over his job, and his heart. I tend to stalk my prey as opposed to shoot it. Something about looking it in the eye before it dies. There's respect in that. He is my beloved. Yes, there is a difference in our ages, but I believe that Omer's experiences have given him a lust for life, one to rival a man with half his years. I don't know much about Oriator, but what they taught in the village schoolhouse, before it was burned down. He was a war hero. Gallifore Fields, I'd gather. We probably could have sought refuge in Mathir, but there is no way that Dokkalfar would have allowed us to stay. But if we don't belong there, where do we belong? Why don't we leave? You're good for a laugh.
Užíváš si?
Almost as funny as Idwa Widfrond. She saw us trapped in here and just moved on. If you happen to bump into her out there, be sure to stab her for me. We can't leave. The tomb is trapped. We can handle the Feogorta, no problem, but the blade traps stop us every time we try to get out. How noble of you. If this were any other situation, I would question your generosity. But seeing as we're out of food, I'll accept it wholeheartedly. The lever to deactivate the blades is located in the room at the top of the stairs, past the rune trap that summons the Feogorta. If you can get us out of this, you'll be someone special indeed. Past the rune on the floor and up the steps in the memorial hall. Try not to let the statues scare you. I can tell you have a delicate constitution. Bye.
Chcem. Vypadá to, že jsem je zachránil. Špioni. Co dobrá hudba tu je. No máme obejte. Kemp je teda na druhé straně. Unavená. Zničená ze včerejška. Nás dneska čeká další dobrodružství, co? Ale čeká nás další dobrodružství. Další level bude brzy. Prodáme, uvidíme. Pět, 15. That's...
Come on, we'll find rest back at the camp. Bye.
Oh, to je ten zloděj.
Stop staring at me. I'm not doing anything strange. You're the outsider here. I worked in my uncle's granary. I hated it. But I guess that doesn't matter now. I'll take the little gold I have left and start my own business. Someplace safe, I hope. I'm just here. What do you want me to say? My farm was burned just like everyone else's. They had farms in common, right? They aren't so scary. People round here are just bitter because the Tuatha destroyed their lives. I guess it's mostly a matter of perspective. Tuatha? Are you mad? The only thing I know about the Tuatha is how they killed my cousins and put my granary to the torch. That's right. We watch out for each other in these camps, and you're not one of us. So get lost. Goodbye.
Prvně uděláme radši tohle.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you have brought me back from the dead. I thought Lyra was gone, just like everyone else I ever loved. There is no thanks worthy of this deed, but you are entitled to something. I was a hunter once. Those days are finished. Yours, it seems, are just beginning. Their campfires burn all through the night and cast unsettling shadows. They're the worst kind of bandits. Those who don't kill for excess, but for necessity. I am no one. Everything that defined me, my livelihood, my family, my home, all of them were left ash by the Tuatha. Lyra is my life now. A fitting memorial for a great man. He saved our people from complete destruction. If I had the strength, I would climb that hill and pay my respects. None of us wish to be without a roof over our heads, begging for our meals from any man or woman who passes us by. It's not what any of us planned. It was fate. See you.
Oops. Okay, tenhle to taky není. Okay, inventory is full. Spadilou.
Among echoes of golden coasts and silver seas, Lyria drew near. She saw the priestess asleep, reclined on dark earth amidst the cypress trees. Under the gleam of heaven's dust reflected, the mirror that tantalized the stars, Lyria whispered to Tyrion. On rocky spur of sable stone shall heaven's mount prove, is a seat of elegance near kin, a shard of night to glisten in the foam, a spire from the seabed to drip from the sky's veil. There will your people be closest to my voice. And so awoke Beala Tyrion, the calm and majestic, to see the cliffs against the coast, and Lyria's throne before her.
Musím něco vyhodit. Docela dost trolů. No, jeskyně v tomhle počasí asi není nejlepší nápad. Ale jdeme. Gnolove. Koboldi. Ten obraz jsme mohli prohlédnout. Nebylo tu něco? Já jsem pocit, že jsem něco viděl. Nic. Asi bych měl prodávat věci, co? tu nebo žádný opravář a obchodník, to se mi nelíbí. Co bych ještě mohl říct třeba k výletu? Co pak, co pak? Ještě půjdeme tomhle k špionkovi.
The Forsaken Plain.
What do you want? Do you always approach strangers out in the wild? It's a bad habit, to be sure. I don't care where we are. All I care about is finding some place to call home. So if they can keep their blasted battle their glory, I just want a decent night's sleep. I was a seamstress who made nets for the coastal fishermen. My hands may be callous, but they're strong. Few of us had even spoken to each other before the Tuatha came, but tragedy has a way of throwing disparate souls together. What kind of question is that? You want to know about the Tuatha? Go back to Tawili. Gaze at the fires that never cease. There's your education. That's right. Go on, you wastrel. Bye.
Ještě se tu chceme podívat.
Lord Crass does not pay me to make conversation. I'm only here to protect him from the freemen, so keep your distance. It's hot, not deter. If you must know, I hate the heat. My delicate skin can't handle the exposure. I'm joking with you, fool. I don't speak ill of my masters. Nice try.
Kdyby nebyl černý, řeknu, že to je severan. I když možná to je černý severan, tady by na seveře mohli být právě spíš černí barvení lidé.
You'll find bands of them here and there across the Forsaken Plain, just waiting to filch what they can from the unprepared. That's why I'm here. I am not a man of means, so I must serve those who can provide for me. Not one of the nobles I protected has fallen at the hands of his enemies. One of them was crippled by his wife, but that's a whole other story entirely.
Welcome. I know our little camp doesn't look like much, but it's home. After all, what is home but a place where people love you? I am Lord Crass, heir to Dolve Arn, and soon to be mayor of New Culm. It is no place for these people. I've seen many sorrowful sights in my travels abroad, and nothing could have prepared me for the suffering I've witnessed here. If what they say is true, then the Forsaken Plain is truly cursed. Only the Fae could have spoiled a place so utterly. To them, death is just a new beginning. My cousin Cliath Arn abandoned Dolve Arn for a life of waste and frivolity in Rathir. When the war began, I was forced to hand everything over to the Alfar army, except Erlich here. I will return one day. It is my birthright. The war took everything these poor folk possessed. Their farms, their families, their future. Now they search for hope in a hopeless land. At Dolve Arn, I was born into wealth, into prestige, and I took it for granted. That is why I've devoted myself to raising these good people up. Out here? No. I have not seen any Tuatha on this long, treacherous road. However, there are plenty of other dangers to avoid. Trust me. Bandits prowl the high cliffs to the east, and there is talk of spies among the refugees. But I am not one to heed rumors and suspicions. Ah, I'm glad you asked. The village of Culm was a place of peace, of prosperity. Now it is little more than ashes and bones. But by burning our homes, the Tuatha have kindled in us a fire for survival. We will build a new Culm. All I need is the gold to support this bold undertaking, possibly by retrieving the treasures of Culm. Care to help? A nobler soul I've never met. Now, here is what I intend to do, because like all good leaders, I have a plan. My plan involves the treasures of Culm. The people of this good village were not mere farmers, but members of the highest strata. Their collection of valuables was truly second to none. To safeguard those possessions, and because many proved cumbersome on this long journey, they hid them. I want you to bring them to me. Sadly, we will need to sell them. The items are in Bitter Cove, east of here near the hills. It was deserted when we spent the night there, but I fear it's been occupied since then. Goodbye.
Dobrý, tam jsme byli. Dobře, těch tržíríků je víc teda, jo. Chápu. Nějaké jsem našel, ne všechny. Dovteď mě nešlo vidět.
Remarkable. The treasures of Kulm. They are more beautiful than I remember. This is truly an achievement, one that will shape the days to come, I promise you. You will have it, as you deserve something equal to the great service you have done me and the refugees. I have acquired many tools and weapons during this long journey west. I have set them aside to use in constructing new Kulm, but I now offer them to you. You are welcome to one item from my private hoard as thanks. Erlich will accompany you, of course. His spear may come in handy along the way. Goodbye.
Co vytáhneme někam, aby mě chtít zabít?
here we are. It's time to get started. And by that I mean I'm supposed to kill you, here, away from the eyes of the refugees. As you've probably guessed, there is no reward. There never was. Kras is probably halfway to Rathir by now. Never trust nobles, my friend. Even false ones. Now, I'm not in the mood for killing at the moment, but orders are orders. I know he lies. That's why we get along so well.
Něco já to tu savuju. A končím. Příště se podíváme kde co a jáka. Pojedeme dál. Pa, pa.